So, everyone, tonight I will be making a greater connection to a graveyard near me. Now, it's not my office, it's not the graveyard I usually operate in, but it's a graveyard that's very close to me, about 10 minutes away in Flower Mound. So, I'm going to be solidifying that relationship with that graveyard tonight by making offerings. But first, I want to make offerings to Draga Drotin. Hail, Draga Drotin. Hail, hail, hail. This is your offering, Dragadotin. Drink as you see fit. Hey, hey, hey. Now, what I'm going to be adding to my own drink is a little bit of grave dirt that I gathered from the same graveyard, many days ago. I've been letting it kind of purify on my Odin shrine right now, but I'll just be adding a little bit, tiny bit, not a whole lot, and any kind of microorganisms that would cause me a problem will be taken care of by the alcohol. But the spiritual organisms, I guess you could say, are what I really care about, and that will not be neutralized by the alcohol. So that's what I'm going to be mixing into my own drink. And I've, of course, been offering incense to Odin right now and a candle and some oil upon that candle. And once again, this ritual in the graveyard that I'm going to do, it's a very basic one. It's just going to be a ritual of offering, drawing heavily on Hoodoo Conjure, but I'll be incorporating that as well as what I usually do. So if you have any questions about what this video is about, it's about connecting to a graveyard so spirits can communicate with me better. I will find more friends in a graveyard that I try to really connect with beforehand before trying to do any kind of spiritual work, any kind of magical work or workings. And it's very important to solidify those relationships to a certain grounds and the spirits in that grounds before you really start to ask anything of them. So tonight is very much an offering to the graveyard that I might solidify a relationship that will bear fruit when I do future workings in that graveyard. Thank you very much, and we'll go to the next scene. So before I'm going to get out of the car and perform the offering, I'd like to explain the things that I have on. So first and foremost, the obvious is this it's this skull mask. It aligns myself with those who have passed by kind of allowing my face to be half clad in something that's like a skull. Then I also have this blue cap. It doesn't really matter what kind of wording is on it. This blue hat represents that my consciousness is associated with those spirits of the sky or those gods of the sky. My brain, my head is basically endowed with their wisdom and their affiliation and their relationship to humanity. That's what the color blue stands for when worn on the head. Now, I have this hoodie on that is red. This red hoodie represents humanity down here on Earth. It's kind of hard to tell that it's red right now, but it represents humanity down here on Earth and our connection to the soil itself, because since it's worn on the body and our bodies come from the earth, then it's humanity on Earth, and that's what the red hoodie that I'm wearing on my body represents. It doesn't have to be a hoodie, but if you're wearing a red shirt, any kind of thing that kind of goes over your torso, then that can serve equal representation to what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and actually start going to perform this offering. So what we're going to do first is offer to a grave that is of a mother, a woman that I've gotten to know well. Well, I didn't know her before when she was alive, but I've offered to her grave before, and she feels very motherly, and I've gotten close to her spirit. So what I'm going to do is go to that grave first, and then I'm going to go to the crossroads in this graveyard and make the grander offering. But I'm definitely going to pay my respects to this woman that I've gotten close to a couple times, at least, and paid respect to, and then we're going to go ahead and do the main offering in this graveyard, the one that I don't actually go to as regularly as I go to the other graveyard that I work with, the one that I call my office, but I come here often enough to where I feel like I need to make that that connection deeper. And the other graveyard, that's my office, that connection is very well cemented. But with this one, I want to make that connection deeper, so that's why I'm making these offerings tonight. In the name of the spirits, I offer to the north. In the name of the spirits, I offer to the west. In the name of the spirits, I offer to the east. In the name of the spirits, I offer to the south. Mother, in God's care. Hail, Jorah, Earth, Mother, and hail this mother that was human but has moved on. This offering is for you, Earth and human mother. Hail, hail, hail. Human mother, most honored, I take from the soil at your feet. I offer to the four directions: north, west, east, and south. Spirits of this graveyard, I call you to me. I offer you this bread, blessed with my blood, my sacred elixir, that you may know my commitment to you. That you may have a connection to me in particular. I seek to gain greater connection to you, spirits of this graveyard. I call out to not one in particular, but to all in this place. Otila, place of protection, of solitude, stationary. I call upon the spirits of this graveyard to connect to me, and I make this offering of bread and blood, and whiskey, and cigar. There is no realm that cannot be accessed. There's no gateway that cannot be opened. And with this knowledge, I call upon the spirits of this graveyard to stand by the gateway as I open it. I ask Papa Legba to open the gateway and make this offering. I ask Balan Samedi to make the spirits ready and to allow them to speak to me. And I offer to the spirits of this graveyard that we may become friends. My business is true, loyal, and dedicated. And I scatter the ashes of my name upon this offering. All those spirits who would hear I ask you to listen, to understand, and to come to me when I ask you to. And remember me as your friend. It is not always easy to understand what has begun in your life, if your sacrifices will be made true and worth it. But as I left, I felt like when I return, there will be great promises fulfilled. And it didn't take much. I just had to reach out to the spirits, and I felt them pull as I reached out my hand, shaking my soul, connecting to me, and a union will be made complete. One day soon.